You're sexy. Is that unprofessional of me? I don't know. I'm sorry, but like, I'm just like, damn.
Males can search females, but we're supposed to use the back of our hand.
That's a violation right
So
there.
that's why as soon as I saw him.
Your eyes are away.
Don't.
Stop.
Don't touch
Okay,
me.
I can search you, and that's what I'm doing.
From inappropriate traffic stops to catcalling and getting caught with compromising videos of minors, these are the worst cases when predator cops got caught on camera. On January 5th, 2019, Louisville Metro Police officers stopped Miss Callie Coates on the road. At first, it seemed like a routine traffic stop, but things quickly escalated.
Do me a favor, bring her back here, okay? This is one time it's best to bring her back here because of the traffic on Greenwood, okay?
All right.
He's pat me down. Like, okay, go ahead.
Good.
Yeah.
You don't care about checking you out, do you?
Hey, hold on.
Jesus.
Stop. Time out.
That was
Go back there.
so rude.
Ma'am, do you have anything on you?
No.
Okay. Can you do me a favor? Just hang tight right here, okay?
Can I just shut the door?
Yeah. You can shut the door and is that your daughter?
He's training.
He's training.
Yeah, he's supposed to call a woman to really actually pat it
Actually,
down.
it's with male officers. It's supposed to be the back of the hand.
Yeah.
So as soon as he did it wrong, ma'am, listen to me.
The officer under training, Tyler Gelnett, frisked Callie and moved his hands between her legs before another officer asked him to stop. He thought he could pat her down, but little did he know he was making a grave mistake.
Ma'am, can you turn around?
I'm sorry.
No,
It's
okay.
just the way he did.
He's a new officer. I'm training him.
Put his,
I know.
put his fingers.
That's why.
I'm sorry. I thought only
No,
a female.
no.
I don't have anything on me.
Ma'am.
But only a female officer was.
Males can search females, but we're supposed to use the back of our hand.
That's a violation right
So
there.
that's why as soon as I saw him, I stopped him, told him to go to the back of the car. Okay? Okay. It's all being recorded. I want to let you know that. I want to reassure you of that. Okay?
As soon as the other officer realized what Gelnett had done, he sent him away. But the damage was already done.
Is that your daughter in the car?
That's my niece.
Niece? All right. I know she's probably a little worried. If you want to let her know everything's okay. All right? You can. All right. Now, I need to check and just make sure that there's no marijuana in the car.
I understand.
He already told me that y'all smoked earlier, okay? I want to reassure you, once we do that, be on your way, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay? You okay, ma'am?
You're violated.
Listen.
It was just I've never had
I
nobody.
know.
It was awkward. Just
As soon as I saw it, that's why I stopped him. And I want to personally apologize to you, okay?
yes.
I want to personally apologize.
The officer apologized on the spot. However, for Miss Coates, the groping was something that shocked her to her core. Soon after the incident, she filed a lawsuit against the LMPD. A court settlement awarded her $50,000 in damages for extreme humiliation, embarrassment, alienation, and mental anguish. But that's nothing compared to what Amanda Houghton went through in July 2016. It was a routine day for Amanda before she was stopped by a police officer in broad daylight. The officers suspected her of DUI and wanted her to go through a series of tests.
Right, ma'am. Stand up, okay? So the next step is called the 9-step walk. It's going to require you to walk. Do you put your first down? No. So I know she has sandals on. The pavement's hot. Are you okay doing this in sandals? Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to imagine a solid imaginary line in front of you. I want you to place your left foot on that line. Place your right foot in front of your left foot. So your right heel is touching your left toe. Can you do that now? I ask you to put your right foot in front of your left foot. Okay. Let your hands relax down at your sides. Go ahead and stay in that stance, please. Right, let your hands relax. Let your hands relax down at your sides. I want you to look at your toes, and you're going to take a series of 9 heel-to-toe steps. You're going to count each step out loud, You're gonna make a turn and you're gonna come back. I'll demonstrate what I want you to do, okay? So it's gonna look like this. 1, 2, 3, except you're going to 9. On your 9th step, I want you to keep your left foot planted, make a series of small steps around it, and then I want you to come back. 1, 2, 3, except you're going all the way to 9.
He followed standard procedure because Amanda's car crashed, but little did she know, her life was going to change forever in just a few minutes.
Do you have any problems with your legs that would prevent you from doing that? Alright, do you think you can do that? Alright, why don't you give it a shot then? Come whenever you're ready. No? Stay here. We're not done yet. Okay. The next test I'm going to have you do is called a one-leg stand. Alright? You can choose whatever leg you prefer. It's pretty easy. What I want you to do is I want you to keep your hands relaxed down to your side. Lift either foot up at least 6 inches off the ground, whichever you prefer. Alright? I want you to stare at your toes and count out loud 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000 until I tell you to stop. Can you do that test? Alright. Whenever you're ready. You gotta let your hands relax at your side. Right, go ahead and stop. Hey, I'm gonna place you under arrest for DUI. Stop. Yes.
The officer suspected that Amanda was under the influence and arrested her. But then, he did something that wasn't part of any police rulebook.
3 hands behind your back. Stop. Don't make things worse, okay? Cooperate with them. Stop turning around, hold still, okay? Motor safety, I'm sending you to send a patrol unit over here for transport. Stop, please. Come over here in front of my motorcycle. Nope. Right, stop right here. Go ahead, widen your stance for me, keep your feet up.
Now, watch this moment when the officer puts his hands on Amanda's body and does the unthinkable.
You have anything illegal on you?
No, I said stay there for a minute.
Stay there!
Okay, I said stay there.
Okay, there
I was trying to make things lighter.
Okay, well you're not, alright? And your balance is really poor.
Because I'm in shock, I'm
You have
shaking.
some other physical characteristics which are indicative of a controlled substance being
Can I ask
used.
what that is?
Yes, your eyes. Your
My
eyes will
eyes?
be away. It's all next to
Don't.
Stop!
Don't touch
Okay,
me.
I can search you and that's what I'm doing. You do
You
not
have
pull
my
away from
husband
me.
here. You put me with
Okay.
my husband here.
Hey, I'm gonna search you whether you
With
like
my
it or not.
husband here.
No,
You don't get a fucking trophy.
Okay.
As soon as he touched her chest, she shouted and asked him to stop, but watch what the officer did next.
No one's groping you. There's a little camera right there. Pay attention to it. Okay, don't pull away from me again. No, I won't. Alright. What I want you to do is I want you to come over here on the curb and have a seat.
Have a cigarette?
No.
Will you bring my purse by me?
I will. Sit down. Sit down.
I'm not gonna sit on that shit.
Now, Now, this officer clearly crossed the line in the name of searching Amanda, but wait until you see what this next officer did. In March 2018, Patricia Wilson was stopped by the Tennessee Highway Patrol trooper Isaiah Lloyd. It felt like a routine traffic stop, but what really happened was far from anything routine.
While he's doing that, did you take any prescription medication or anything? No. Wondering if it's very small, okay?
No, I swear to God, I can say. No, I'm telling you now, no drugs, no nothing, no alcohol.
You care to go price on that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Ma'am.
Sorry.
What?
I'm thinking of my mama over here. No. I do no drugs, no nothing. Swear to God.
Down real quick before I do anything. Be 40 points. Great thing to waistband.
The trooper thoroughly checked Patricia and had his hands in her shorts for much longer than necessary.
My finger. You did my finger.
Yes.
So I want you to do is follow my finger with your eyes and eyes on this, okay? On the other head, all right?
I felt very uncomfortable. I've never been pulled out of a vehicle. I've never had anything like this happen. And, I mean, I was completely humiliated being pulled out of a car for the first time, being touched the way I was touched, in the areas that I was touched. It's completely not right.
And explain how he touched you. What happened?
He had me spread my legs, put my hands on the hood of the car, told me to bend and arch my hips. Then he patted me down in my crotch area and my buttocks area. Then he proceeded to take his hands to the front of my stomach area. He fought with my shirt, my clothing for a minute. Asked if I would then lift up my shirt. I did. Then he put his hands all the way down in the front of my pants and then all the way around.
She explicitly told him that she wasn't under the influence, but the trooper didn't believe her.
No, the only thing I take, the only thing I take is, and that's at not, I take, what's the name of it? Help me please. No, I think that's quarter. God, what is the name of it? Yes. I mean, it's not something that I take every day, but I normally have to take it every other night, but I don't take any kind of narcotic or anything else. I can't sleep. It is?
But after a series of DUI tests, he let Patricia go.
2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029, 2030, 2031, 2032, 2033, 2034, 2035, 2036, 2037, 2038, 2039, 2040, 2041, 2042, 2043, 2044, 2045, 2046, 2047, 2048, 2049, 2050, 2051, 2052, 2053, 2054, 2055, 2056, 2057, 2058, 2059, 2060, 2061, 2062, 2063, 2064, 2065, 2066, 2067, 2068, 2069, 2070, 2071, 2072, 2073, 2074, 2075, 2076, 2077, 2078, 2079, 2080, 2081, 2082, 2083, 2084, 2085, 2086, 2087, 2088, 2089, 2090, 2091, 2092, 2093, 2094, 2095, 2096, 2097, 2098, 2099, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005,
However, her nightmare was far from over. Just 3 hours later, the same officer pulled her over again, this time for dark tints and reckless driving. She was less than a quarter of a mile from her home, but the same officer tracked her down once again. This time, he made his real intentions clear.
I felt like I was harassed and stalked.
Do you think he was following you?
Yes, I think he was waiting. Being pulled over second time, not even a quarter of a mile away from my home, that then scared me. That's why I felt like I was being stalked.
Was he flirting with you? What did he say?
I felt that he was. When he said we have to stop meeting like this, I felt like that was a come on.
Patricia Wilson sued the Tennessee Police Department, and it was settled after paying her $100,000 in damages. And while the actions of Trooper Lloyd were gross, you won't believe what this next cop did while abusing his power.
He definitely abused his badge.
On the 11th of March, 2020, Emery Taylor, a gas station worker on Taylor Boulevard in Louisville, was harassed by Officer Robert Neff.
Taylor says he came in often as officers received free coffee and drinks, and this was just the beginning of the harassment.
Police officers are often welcomed to gas stations for free coffee and drinks. But this visit wasn't for a coffee break. In fact, it was to harass Emery, who had been on the job for just 2 days. As seen in the CCTV footage, Officer Neff tied Emery's hands with plastic wrap behind her back, trying to get close to her.
He wanted to give me a hug, so we side hugged and then he kissed me on my cheek, which at that point I told people, you know, I'm uncomfortable around him, like this is not something I'm wanting to pursue.
Did you have any kind of relationship with Robert Neff?
No. He tried to give me his number several times, but honestly I trashed him.
According to the victim, he wanted to violate her body, even though she showed no interest in him.
Was grabbing my down between my shirt, was trying to rub up against my leg area, and the whole time, like, the woman that I was training was in front of me watching it, and she's like, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. And I'm just sitting there because he made me put my hands behind my back and restrained me to where I couldn't move.
The next day, he came back, and this time he groped Taylor while conducting a fake search.
It's here in the back storage area in 2 separate incidents that Neff gropes Taylor. He claimed to be faking a search.
The CCTV footage showed Robert following her in the gas station, taking her to the back storage area, and then doing what Emery couldn't even imagine in her worst nightmares.
Was grabbing my down between my shirt, was trying to rub up against my leg area, and the whole time, like, the woman that I was training was in front of me watching it, and she's like, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. And I'm just sitting there because he made me put my hands behind my back and restrained me to where I couldn't move. Why me? Why did he see me as the vulnerable person to come into my safe place of work and try to take advantage of me in any way he could? I just really didn't understand the whole situation because it wasn't something I had tried to partake in before. I didn't take your number. I didn't try to do anything but be cordial with people and nice.
Officer Neff was charged, and he confessed to sexual misconduct and official misconduct in a plea deal. After that, he resigned from the Louisville Metro Police Department. The government also paid Taylor a $55,000 compensation.
I don't think that he should have had a right to resign. I think he should have been fired. If the cops were just doing what they should do, that money could be used towards so much different things in our city and for our children and different things. Like, that's a lot of money to send out for people doing inappropriate things.
But the most important question for Emery was whether or not she got justice. The $55,000 doesn't matter in such cases, because a person feels violated forever, and that's what Emery also went through.
Do you feel like you got justice?
I feel like I got the justice that I was able to handle mentally. I didn't feel like mentally I could take this to trial and try to fight it anymore.
Emery Taylor did get justice, and Officer Robert Neff is no longer part of the police force. But wait until you see this next officer who did something so terrible, the police had no other option but to arrest him.
Mr. Strand, go ahead and step out here. So what we're going to do, this officer's going to switch out the cuffs, and then we will go ahead and take your holster and stuff off.
This is Detective Robert Strand of the Sandoval County Sheriff's Office. On the 25th of May, 2022, officers from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children caught up with Detective Strand after some horrific images were sent from his mobile phone to backup servers. The mobile service provider, Verizon, immediately noticed the compromising images of underage persons and reported them to the department. Then, search warrants for Strand's house, personal devices, and mobile phone were secured.
So what happened was some images and some GIFs were uploaded through the backup service. It's called Synchronos, is the backup service for like Verizon and stuff like that. Currently, your cell phone is through your Verizon. So when you first sign up for Verizon, you get this 3-month backup service for free. What happened was when you had your cell phone and you had that service, everything that you had on your phone got backed up. Okay. By federal law, all providers, all what they call ESPs or electronic service providers, are required by federal law that if they see anything that meets the state criteria or meets the criteria for or looks like child for your child use materials, they have to report it to the National Center for Exploited.
At this point, Strand didn't seem fazed. He was trying to keep his calm and act like he did nothing wrong, but then things started to unfold quickly. The officer told Robert that between January 2021 and March 2022, 141 images and GIFs were uploaded on the backup server, and almost all of them were of underage persons in compromising positions.
Throughout the full 5 cyber tips, there was 141 images. And some of them are GIFs. Do you know what a GIF is? It's like a little meme type thing where there's like a short video type thing. There's generally no sound. It's a clip. So out of those 141, almost all of them were child pornography. So then I did a search warrant to Synchronos. And they gave me pretty much everything that was backed up. And in that backup was, pictures of you, some videos of you that weren't child materials, and like your guide licenses and stuff. I had PDFs and stuff like that, text messages and stuff like that. So I'm just here to find out how those images were on your, because we know they were on your phone because they got backed up. How they got to your phone.
When he was asked how these images got to his phone, the answer he gave will shock you to your core.
How did they get to your phone?
Pretty much I was downloading porn.
Okay.
And then.
And when you say let's just break it into
just everything.
Adult porn or child porn?
Adult porn.
Okay. That's how it started?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what happened? Did you just found it and then got an interest in it?
A little bit.
Okay.
But then everything's deleted, so.
Okay.
Shortly after he confessed to downloading illicit images of minors, the officers from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children let him go. What Robert didn't know was that his arrest warrant was going to be executed just an hour later.
Tailgate right there. Go ahead and place your hands behind your back for me. Go ahead and relax your legs. Okay. I want to get you into this vehicle quickly. Okay. But I don't want you to take anything you don't need to have. Alright. I need to double off these for you. Too tight on you?
No, that's fine.
Okay, go ahead and walk me this way. 3 seconds. Go ahead and have a seat real fast. We have you out of the light, okay?
Cool. I appreciate it.
You got it. Tell you why you're being placed under arrest at this time?
You're being placed under arrest where we'll be getting an arrest warrant for you, sworn out today for possession of child pornography. Or possession of sexual exploitation of a child of children, possession statute.
The predator had been caught with evidence on his personal phone, and it was just a matter of time before he was presented to a judge.
Mr. Strand, go ahead and step out here. So what we're going to do, this officer's going to switch out the cuffs, and then we will go ahead and take your holster and stuff off. Pass the light for me. That's good. Should be. Yeah, we'll get all that stuff. Go ahead, you have an undershirt? Yeah. All right, go ahead and pick up the top shirt. And take your shoes off. And just slide it right here. You're fine. All right, let's go and walk over there and check it out. It's locked. Yeah, double check it.
Right now, the case of Robert is still ongoing in the state of New Mexico. And while Robert Strand was a predator who got caught through reports, this next cop recorded himself harassing women on his own body cam. On the 17th of April, 2022, Officer D'Angelo Reyes stopped a woman walking her dog in the middle of the street. At first, it seemed like a routine police stop, but then the conversation took a dark turn. Minutes into the conversation, Officer Reyes made a remark that immediately made the woman feel uncomfortable and in danger. But despite that, he continued to talk to her using the power of his uniform.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I heard some noise that direction, but I didn't.
Okay. Oh, do you live around here?
Yeah, I stay at the motel.
Oh, which one?
The studio.
Oh, okay. What's your name?
My name?
Mm-hmm. I'm Eric.
Nice to meet you.
You're sexy. Is that unprofessional of me? I don't know. I'm sorry, but like, I'm just like, damn.
Shockingly enough, Reyes gave the woman a fake name before making an inappropriate remark on her appearance. Then, he moved on to ask the woman personal questions, making the situation even more uncomfortable and dangerous.
You just chilling tonight?
Probably.
Okay. If I'm wandering around, where should I wander?
Probably somewhere around the Studio Star.
At the Studio Star. Okay. You got a room? Okay.
It's me and my dog Felony.
Oh, really? Okay.
As soon as he asked if she had a room nearby, Reyes turned off his body cam, and then things got dark. According to news reports, he met the woman at her hotel asking if she was a prostitute. Officer Reyes knew that the woman had a long-standing criminal record, and he used this to his advantage. He told her that it wouldn't take much to put a person with her record back in prison, trying to put pressure on her to have intercourse with him. On the 10th of June, 2022, a warrant was issued for Reyes' arrest after the woman said that he forced himself on her. That day, he was booked into the Tulsa County Prison on a first-degree rape charge. His trial still hasn't started, but his case shows how any police officer can blackmail a person using their previous criminal record and take advantage of them.